As human beings, we tend to ask a lot of questions, especially why questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do we fall in love? Why do we post videos of ourselves singing rap songs on Instagram? What if I tell you that all those why questions, ranging from the simple to the completely unhinged, point towards one answer? Just one word which describes a mammal that lays eggs and sweats milk. When scientists first encountered this mammal, they genuinely believed that it had been stitched together by someone rather than it being a naturally occurring creature. One scientist even examined it for stitches. Meet Mr. Platypus, the answer to all your why questions. This thing right here has the bill of a duck and the tail of a beaver. And to top that all off, male platypuses also have venomous hind legs. It spends about half of its day underwater, yet it is neither a fish nor an amphibian. Turns out, the only category the platypus truly fits into is the platypus category. If you know where right now is going, what in the actual duck is this creature? Welcome to the absurdity of nature, where we have cute pandas and penguins on one end and unfathomably large black holes on the other. Honestly, the name platypus is probably the only sane thing about it. If I had to give it a name that captures its essence, it would be fever dream. These creatures are unreal in the same way fever dreams are. You might still ask, why? And to that, the platypus responds, why not? If it works, it works. And clearly it does. The platypus has survived multiple mass extinctions with all its seemingly random features. Now to my favorite part, electroreception. Yes, it is as cool as it sounds. When a platypus dives underwater, it closes its eyes and uses its highly sensitive bills to locate its prey through the tiny electrical signals they emit. Sounds impossible, but the platypus does it every single day. And just like that, sometimes we have to close our eyes to see the world better. Certain things might not look beautiful as per our standards, but we have to learn to look beyond the surface, kind of like how the platypus does with electroreception. And oftentimes, function matters more than aesthetics. Similarly, we tend to assign value to life based on appearances. Dogs and pigs, for example, have very similar levels of intelligence. Yet, we choose to protect one and slaughter the other for our means. Another thing I learned from the platypus is that we must choose progression over perfection. After all, life is about moving forward, right? You need not seek to be unique. If you need the bill of a duck to survive, grow one. Originality is an illusion. Some call it stealing, I call it taking inspiration. But what truly matters is how you reshape it into something unique, just like how the platypus has evolved into a symbol for everything. Speaking of stealing, steal like an artist. Do not hesitate to steal tries from people or ideas that you find fascinating. Add a bit of your best friend, a bit of your favorite actor, and yes, even bits of a platypus to yourself. We love putting things into neat little boxes, mammal, introvert, delusional, and so on. But then something like the platypus comes along and breaks all those classifications, refusing to be a part of any such box. And do you know what happens when labels break? Perspectives start mattering more. Weird or unique, cute or not, elegant or awkward, all depends on the observer. Perspectives vary from eye to eye. One person might look at the platypus and say, that's a weird creature. Another person might look at the same platypus and say, great, this seems like the perfect idea for my Ignite presentation. So, if two people can look at the exact same thing and understand them in contrasting ways, then perhaps the answer to your why questions aren't factual, but are really just whatever feels right to you at that instant. So, I'm ending my presentation with a simple request. At least once in your life, when you're faced with a why question, to which the answer only feels obvious to your own heart, just smile and reply with platypus.